Hello, everyone. My name is Pamela Gibson. I am the lead facilitator for Learning for a Sustainable Future. This 15-minute introduction to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, or SDGs, is designed to help all of us educators understand more fully what the SDGs are and why we should consider using them in our practice every day with our students. All of the examples you will see here come from Sustainable Future Schools in Canada. The United Nations was created in 1945 at the end of World War II. And as you know, it is a global organization to which almost all states of the world belong. It has three goals: to maintain peace and security in the world, to encourage and facilitate solutions to global problems, and to promote the human rights of all persons. Very ambitious. In the year 2000, the United Nations created Millennium Development Goals, or MDGs. They were designed to help eliminate extreme poverty by 2015. It was understood that eliminating poverty can also help alleviate hunger, lessen disease, and give opportunity for education, and therefore equality for all. By 2015, much work had been done, but it was clear there was much more to do. And there was now a much broader understanding of the interconnectedness of all human needs, concerns, and problems. The environment had surfaced as a major concern that would need our focus. So in total, 17 areas were identified that needed to be worked on together to achieve sustainability for the planet and quality of life for all. The 17 Sustainable Development Goals were born, and they became a lens and a vehicle for the way forward. The goals are now used worldwide. They can be grouped into 5 areas of concern: the planet, the people, their prosperity, creating the peace we need to thrive, and partnerships for the goal, or the 5 Ps. So where did we begin? Well, we can start by looking at ourselves, at our own sustainability journey. It has 3 parts: our personal sustainability, or how we care for our body, mind, and spirit; our professional lives, or creating sustainable communities like our school community, and that can enhance our effectiveness. And lastly, we can engage with the world around us and add our energies and our voices to public awareness and political action. And in this way, we can address goal number 10, reduced inequalities, as well as 16, peace, justice, and strong institutions. We can forge partnerships for the goal, number 17, to strengthen our cities and communities. In this way, we can foster quality education. So what does it look like for educators? Well, the SDGs provide the context for addressing curriculum expectations. 21st century global competencies like critical thinking, equity, diversity, inclusion, social justice like racism and bullying, environmental education, mental health and outdoor learning, Indigenous education, eco-justice opportunities, and more. So curriculum can become more relevant as students investigate their world. They construct meaning by connecting to the SDGs and to sustainable practices. And we can begin to see everything through that SDG lens. As educators, we can ask ourselves 3 big critical questions. How can we weave sustainability into everything we do in schools with our kids? And how can we evolve our practices to bring about this real change? How can we move toward a seamless blend of learning, outdoors, in and from nature, in our communities, as well as in the classroom? And how can schools move from educating a workforce toward educating well-informed, active, community-minded citizens who will also infuse whatever job they choose in the future with sustainability practices? The SDG provides the context for two-eyed seeing. And two-eyed seeing asks us to consider what we can learn from awareness and connection to the earth, and to place that knowledge right alongside scientific knowing, engaging with our place, thinking and feeling and acting differently. It gives birth to a new relationship with the earth. We can fall in love with the environment, with our earth. We can learn to respect and take care of Mother Earth. This is reciprocity. I'm tripping over that word. And of course, we can connect to all of the SDGs, including that quality education piece. Because all curriculum is connected to the SDGs, really. We simply need to draw attention to those connections and to begin to act on our learning with projects that make for a better quality of life in our own communities. Acting on learning can look like projects that can come from anywhere. So here are some curriculum-related projects that primary classrooms have taken on, and later we'll look at what the older students can do. The Just Eat It Challenge saw young kindergarten students examining their lunches, the food that was wasted, how this contributes to food insecurity for many folks in Canada and even in the world, and what we can do personally to make sure everyone has enough food. They related their new awareness not only to goal number 2, no hunger, but also to goal number 12, responsible consumption and production, as well as goal 3, good health and well-being. This is the video they made to share their learning with the community.
Food waste is a big problem. Some people don't get any food every day in Canada. We waste 470,000 lettuce heads, 750,000 loaves of bread, 555,000 bananas, 2.4 million potatoes, 1 million cup of milk, 1 million tomatoes, 450,000 eggs. Food waste across Canada, $49 billion a year, 11.2 million tons. Food waste can be rescued to feed people in Canada. Wasting food is bad for the environment too. Sign up for Eco Canada Food Waste Challenge. Just eat it. Let's see if our community can waste less food.
Well, as you can see, the kindies are giving us a message, and it's amazing how small children can learn lots about art as they did those still life paintings, as well as big numbers that you heard them reciting. So relating what is learned to the SDGs shows students the importance of what they're learning and can often translate into student-led action following a simple question like, what can we do? Any age can participate with like-minded community organizations that can make learning richer. The grade 1s and 2s also approached the local conservation group, and together they created a rain garden on the schoolyard. and they studied the importance of water for all life. They made connections to goal 15, life on land, and to goal 14, life below water, as well as number 6, clean drinking water. In another project, they connected with a group called Fashion Takes Action. This allowed kids to look at what they wear and how this industry of fashion has sustainability opportunities. And it enabled them to share their learning once again in a video linked here with their parents and fellow students, thus putting legs on their learning. Have a look at it later. Grade 4s, 5s, and 6s. Well, they became aware of an invasive species called garlic mustard, which was rampant in their community. And after realizing how this contributed to an unhealthy ecosystem, they decided to give a shout out to the whole community by creating a fun one-day event for families designed to heighten awareness and start to rid their community of garlic mustard. It was called the Garlic Mustard Festival. And this event has been happening annually for a decade now and has had an impact on creating a healthier ecology in their neighborhood and has built stronger community bonds. Other family events such as geocaching and promoting local trail walking have drawn the community closer and improved sustainability in their area as well. Grade 7 and 8s have engaged with their shoreline in one school and water quality, school gardens, and getting involved with local elections and learning the issues. All of these projects were the result of curriculum learning and acting on their learning. Talking about future occupations in secondary school, as well as engaging with Indigenous neighbors, gave some students a closer relationship with each other and contributed to reduced inequalities. When students partner with many community members, strong bonds and mutual understandings are forged. This is sustainability in action. Connecting teaching and learning with the SDGs can make student experience meaningful, motivating, and memorable. The 3 M's I love. Understanding the value of what we learn can motivate us to become effective people in our communities. We can be the change we want to see in the world, as they say. The SDGs are a valuable tool for educators to foster and to move forward toward a sustainable world for all. It can all begin by putting up a poster in our classroom with the SDGs, a poster on the wall, and start making those connections. For more ideas, why don't you book a PD session through Learning for a Sustainable Future? The facilitators there are ready to support your sustainability journey. It only takes one step. Thanks, everyone.